Continui a raccontare il Cile, questa volta ingrandendo l'obiettivo, avvicinandoti alla famiglia. Che cosa ti ha spinto a scegliere questa storia e quanto è importante in un momento storico dove la famiglia, la donna cambiano forma e occupano un posto differente nella società?
Well, I think family is such an important institution in humanity, has always been. Everyone has a family, and even if you don't have a family, then your life would probably be defined by that element. And so I think this is, it's pretty much a melodrama, I think, around family. And I think it's a movie that is, portraying in the main role a woman that is, a sister, a mother, a friend, a daughter, a lover, a dancer, and has all these angles of a woman who is struggling with herself and with her environment and trying to have her own voice. I think that's what I think is the core of the movie, where we show that she's the force of nature, I think. To me, she's nature in his more pure expression, and that's where I, hold to it. That's how I understand it,
Parli di forza della natura in lei gioca con gli elementi, con la terra sulla quale si muove, ma anche col fuoco e con l'acqua. Che cosa rappresentano? Che cosa rappresenta il fuoco e l'acqua per Emma?
Well, I think it's an extension and somehow a metaphor for the traces that we leave and how we transform everything. I think after fire, after things are burned, they're different, they change, and they are born again, somehow from the ashes, So I think it's also a way to leave a trace and a testimony in the city, a legacy of life. So I see it as a metaphor of her own heart and her own extension. In Valparaiso, there's a lot of graffiti. People. Yeah. Some of them are paintings, and some of them are just tags and signs. But I think what we were trying to show is the same as they do, but this time with fire, and how they could sort of put a sign and leave a legacy on the city as well.
Come hai costruito il look del film? Perché dall'abbigliamento sembra di essere negli anni 90, però le musiche, i colori fanno pensare al futuro, a un Cile del futuro. Come hai costruito l'ambiente del film?
Well, I think it's a combination of element and textures. I think what's I guess in going on in young people in my country. I mean, the generation that's before me. I think it's a mix of periods in the way they dress, the way they look, but in the way they talk and think and behave. I think it's very contemporary. I think it's the Chile from 2018 when we shot the movie last year. And I think it's not only there, it's also in the music they listen to and the way they behave and the way that they take care of each other, It's not the future, it's the present. And that could be modern, could be pop, could be punk. And it's a combination of different ethics and aesthetics. And I think that's fascinating. We work with color. I've never done it before. I never had such a level of color in my work. And I thought it was very interesting to be able to work with, everyone in the team with a different color palette, that's higher and more intense. It's a representation of what we see in here. I think it's a combination of love and colors.